It's news time. Information is power. The current, the news headline. Malami, Nnamdi Kanu and Sunday Igboho will be free if this is done. The news in full. Two citizens of the Federal Republic of Nigeria, Sunday Igboho and Nnamdi Kanu, have been accused by the federal government of terrorist activities with support from foreign sources. Igboho, an agitator for self-determination for his Yoruba ethnic group, is alleged to receive more than 127 million towards his activities from, according to Attorney General and Minister of Justice Abubakar Malami's son, a federal lawmaker in the National Assembly, and of financial dealings with a person linked and convicted in Saudi Arabia of funding terrorism. Kanu and the indigenous people of Biafra, IPOB, the group which he leads, are accused of offenses against the state and the people of Nigeria. The findings of the 24-person Presidential Ad Hoc Committee that investigated the activities of the IPOB has, accordingly to Malami, called a litany of offenses against the agitator for self-determination for his Igbo people. Malami said recently that Nnamdi Kanu has accomplices in Nigeria and abroad, state and non-state actors who are aiding and facilitating his campaign. It was said that he used online radio Biafra to instigate violence and incite members of IPOB to commit violent attacks against civil and democratic institutions. That he seized the EdSARS protest to further his goal that on Kanu's instigative directives, members of IPOB ESN carried out massive attacks on democratic institutions with a view to hampering democratic process in Nigeria. Not done. The committee ascribed the killing of 175 security personnel, traditional rulers, and most recently, Dr. Chike Akunyili and others to Kanu and his group. The point must be quickly made that the compilers of these offenses are employees of the ministries and agencies of the federal ministry, and they accused Kanu, and they say that he will be prosecuted and the judge should punish him, that there is no neutral and independent opinion within the ad hoc committee. Having said this, since the case is in court, it would be reasonable to expect that Mr. Malami should forward this finding to the prosecutor to build his case against such infant terrible and his group. The federal chief lawmaker and advocate of Nigeria chose to do different from the courts of public opinion, or put differently, resort to media trial, seemingly in order to bias the mind of the public against the accused. But it is the court, not the public, that on the fact before it will determine the case. The question legitimately arises then, if in a matter that is sub judice, this senior lawyer is not acting in contempt of the judicial process. And this is important since it is a national matter that has international dimension, as alleged by the Attorney General. The Federal Attorney General claimed that IPOB, that is the indigenous people of Biafra, enjoys the backing of state and non-state entitled entities. He mentioned no names, he provided no evidence, and so this lacking for so serious an allegation of foreign interference that threatens the stability, peace, and security of a sovereign Nigeria. All he could say was to tepidly call on these countries to desist from assisting subversive acts of Kanu and IPOB against the state of Nigeria and its people, that does not speak for a confident government of a serious country at all. Mr. Malami reportedly justified going public with his list of accusations because Nigerians in public interest have to be carried along as the matter relates to the protection of their rights and properties. One should think that if this public officer is so public, interest minded, those alleged states and non-state backers of Kanu and IPOB should also be disclosed to the public. The public's right to know in a transparent government requires, nay demands, that the truth and the whole truth be revealed. Full disclosure is quite required in a court of law, as Malami should know. For partial truth is worthless and denies the full information which sound judgment can be derived. In any case, his allegations remain one side of the matter. In a duly constituted court of justice, the other party is entitled to be heard. And Malami feels that if at all the Yoruba Nation agitator and also the IPOB leader in Kanu, if truly they want to be free, then the both of them needs to put forward a proposal to the federal government of Nigeria to see if to beg for dialogue, and then the federal government of Nigeria can now look for the best way to resolve this issue. The federal government of Nigeria, after putting across 7 count charges against Nnamdi Kanu and also trying to extradite the Yoruba Nation agitator Sunday Igboho from the Republic of Benin back to Nigeria, of which it proved abortive. They have been looking for several ways to delay this matter so as to continue to frustrate and to punish these innocent self-determination agitators who are acting within the confinement of the law. And therefore, this has been the reason why the self-determination agitators had insisted that they would actually not give up by using all their legal means to ensure that they get freedom in the course of this trial against them, of which the Yoruba Nation agitator Igboho had actually said that if at all they want to extradite him back to Nigeria, the same way they extradited Sunday, the same way Sunday Igboho, the same way they extradited Mazi Nnamdi Kanu from Kenya back to Nigeria, then they should do that. That is actually not scared of anything again. And it was said that the court, the two court had actually supported Sunday Adeyemo Igboho due to the unlawful invasion of the DSS into his home and some others, and they had actually penalized the federal government a huge sum of amounts for stampeding on his fundamental human rights. Thanks for listening.